Here's what I see. I see a world made of bricks. No, listen, and there'd be dinosaurs and pirate ships and ghosts, I guess? Yeah, ghosts. We'll build a city and cars just as fast as the real thing. We'll call it Lego Valley. You in?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Stonix, come back at you with another Lady video. So today we're going to be talking about 7 brand new Lego cars coming with the new Speed Champions Lego expansion for Forza Horizon 4. Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I'm not going to talk about my thoughts on the expansion just yet. I'll have that video out tomorrow for you guys if you guys really want to hear what I think of the expansion, things that I'm worried about and stuff like that. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Make sure you have your notifications on. Make sure you're in the Discord so you know when we upload and stuff like that. So if you're curious about that, I just want to let you know that now before we get too far ahead of ourselves. But long story short, I basically did a little bit of researching and I found a couple of things that were very interesting for the Speed Champions expansion for Forza Horizon 4. Now, this isn't exactly confirmed by Forza themselves. And before you go into the comments and say, this is clickbait, wait a minute, just hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. It literally just wouldn't make sense for it to not be this way. And that'll make more sense here in a minute, so just stay tuned. Trust me, what I'm gonna say actually makes sense, and it literally would not make sense at all to not see these cars come into the game. Plus, on top of the 7 cars that we will be getting with this expansion pack, as we always do. If you guys don't remember, in Fortune Island, we got 7 cars along with that expansion pack. A couple of them were like the Celine S7, the Funko F9, the new Lamborghini Urus, the Aventador J or something like that. And I think we're going to get a few cool cars with this expansion pack as well. So on top of the 7 that we're already going to get with the expansion pack, there's 8 more that could potentially be added or that we could see over a period of time. We'll get into that. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So let's start off with the 3 100% confirmed cars by Forza themselves in the trailer. Obviously, we know we're getting that 2018 McLaren Senna. It was literally in the E3 reveal trailer. It's in the gameplay. We know that we're getting this McLaren Senna. Another car that we know we are going to be getting is the 1967 Mini Cooper S, also confirmed by the trailer. I mean, you're literally driving it in half the gameplay that you see. And then finally, the third car that is 100% confirmed by the trailer and by Forza is the Ferrari F40 Competizione. If I pronounced that wrong, whatever. But that was also confirmed by the trailer. So we know we're getting the Senna, the F40, and the Mini Cooper S. So that's kind of cool. Those are 3 cars that we know for sure that we are getting. Now is the interesting part. Let's move on to some cars that I'm going to guess are like 99% going to be coming with this expansion pack. Now, obviously, we still have like 3 days left until this expansion pack comes out. All we know is from what we saw from E3. Today is the 2nd day of E3. I'm literally recording this the day that I'm going to be uploading this. So that's pretty interesting. So I'm recording this at 9 in the morning. So if anything was announced or mentioned at E3 today, which I would assume there probably would be more information announced, I don't know that at this current time. So I'm just going to record this, get this up anyways, in case there isn't information announced at E3. Because if they were to announce the other 4 cars that are coming with this expansion pack today at E3, there's still, like I said, 8 more that could be added that I guarantee they're probably not going to mention, even if they did mention the other 4 that could be coming to the expansion pack. But to be completely honest with you, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to keep it a secret until the expansion releases. But I mean, if you're watching this later and they announce at E3, then I guess you would know. But regardless, let's get into the 4 cars that I believe are going to be coming right off the bat with this next expansion pack. So starting off with the 2018 Dodge SRT Demon and the 1970 Dodge RT Charger. Now, technically, these 4 cars that I'm about to say are not really official, but it'll make more sense as to why it basically is here in a minute. But regardless, we have the Lego Demon. That's really cool. And then we also have the 1970 Charger. And in some of these pictures that you're seeing right now, I mean, they're lining up at like little drag strip type of things. So that's really cool. Maybe we'll see like a new versus old kind of vibe. It seems kind of cool. And I think there's actually like an actual demon in the main bit of Forza Horizon 4 that you get by completing, I think, the Movie Star series and getting 3 stars and all that. The next car that we will be seeing is the 2018 Mini John Cooper Works Buggy, which I'm pretty sure this is also already, like, the actual car is already in Forza Horizon 4. I think it was just added in this last month. So that's kind of cool. We also get a Lego variant of a car that we already have. And then finally, the 7th car that we will be getting with this expansion pack, which I actually find really cool, which it's the thumbnail car. It's a Chevy Camaro ZL1 race car. It's basically like a NASCAR race car type of thing, which that'll make more sense. And the main reason why I think that this is like one of the coolest cars of this expansion pack personally, if we take a look at the map, if you watch Jack Ultramotive's gameplay, he uploaded some exclusive gameplay that I don't think anyone had uploaded that bit of the gameplay before him. When he paused the game to change his settings from automatic to manual, I was with Nasty and Roach and Gygos and a couple other guys, and when we were watching this, we noticed when he paused it, I said, hey, that looks cool. It looks like a NASCAR track around the edge. And then Nasty pointed out that it could be a tri-oval, kind of like Daytona 500 or Talladega. And to be completely honest with you, that's freaking awesome. And if we have a NASCAR now, we can do these NASCAR races in Forza Horizon 4. I think that's actually really freaking cool if you ask me. Before we get into the 8 cars that could potentially get added on top of the 7 that we will already be getting, how do I know that we'll be getting these 4 other cars that have not officially been announced? I was looking up Speed Champions or Lego Speed Champions or something like that on Google Images because I was like, I need a thumbnail for these streams. I need some pictures of these Lego cars for the thumbnails. And I found this one picture that showed these cars all together, right? So it showed the Senna, it showed the Mini Cooper S, and it also showed the F40 Competizione. So that already gave me evidence to believe that, I mean, we already have these 3 specific cars shown in the trailer. Like, why would these cars just randomly be with these cars that we've already seen? I didn't see any other pictures anywhere of any other Speed Champions cars with the Senna, the F40, and the Mini Cooper S all in one picture, so it just kind of makes sense. And I guess technically this doesn't mean it's confirmed, but it just wouldn't make sense for it to not be. Like, these are the only pictures that I have found on the internet, like I said, of these specific Speed Champion Lego cars with the Senna, the F40, and the Mini Cooper S. It just makes sense, you know? It really just makes sense. And of course, it's Lego Speed Champions DLC. These cars are all part of a Speed Champions thing that Lego has done, where they basically create Lego variants of real-life cars. That got me thinking, like, what other Speed Champions cars does Lego have? So I went to the actual Lego website if you want to check this for yourself, just in case. The link is in the description. Personally, in my eyes, it literally wouldn't make sense for Forza to do a Speed Champions expansion and then not use all the Speed Champions Lego's cars. It just doesn't make sense. I would imagine we're most likely going to see these 8 other cars added into the game as well. So to start off with, the first thing that you see if you go to the website is a Ferrari Ultimate Garage set thing. I don't really know. But the cars that it includes in it is a Ferrari 250 GTO, so that's really freaking cool. We get a classic Ferrari and a Lego variant. We also get a historic Ferrari 312 T4, which is basically a historic, like, F1 type car, which is also really cool. We could do some more NASCAR races with that. And then as you saw in the screenshot of the racetrack, there's so many different ways that you can make different racetracks, which is really freaking cool. And then finally, for this Ferrari Ultimate Garage set that you can buy, you get a Ferrari 488 GTE, which is actually, I think, really cool. And it's basically like an actual race car, which Horizon 4 really doesn't have many of those. Like, Horizon 3 had their, like, GT3 series cars, whereas Horizon 4, they just didn't have those, which I kind of don't understand why they didn't, but regardless, we don't have those in Horizon 4, so I think that's really cool. Now for the next car, which I think this could go perfectly with the 488 GTE as well as the old F1 car. Also, I don't actually know if it's an F1 car, but it looks like a historic F1 car. I don't really know much about it, so I can't give you much information on that, but it's still really cool regardless. But the next car is a Ferrari 488 GT3 Scuderia Corsa. So the 488 GTE and the 488 GT3 are kind of 2 different cars or kind of 2 different racing series, but it would still be very cool considering they look fairly similar. Do a race with those 2 cars and do some sort of like endurance race around this racetrack. I think that would be pretty cool. It's not an actual GT3 car. We have to put up with the fact that it's going to be a Lego variant, but it's still a GT3 car regardless, and I think that's pretty exciting. So for the next car, we are getting a 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback, which I think is actually kind of cool. It's not exactly something you would expect to see in a Speed Champions kind of thing, but I think it's pretty cool that Lego included the Fastback. It's kind of just a classic car that was in a lot of movies. It's, you know, recognized worldwide. It's a really cool car, and I think it's really cool that they added this into the Speed Champion series, I guess. I don't really know what else to call it. So for the 6th car that we could potentially be getting, it is a Ford Fiesta M Sport World Rally Championship car, or WRC. I think this is really cool as well. So the fact that we're getting a rally car basically as a Lego variant, that's pretty neat if you ask me. So for the 7th and 8th car, these cars both come in like a little bundle together. We are getting a Porsche 911 Turbo and a 911 Turbo 3.0, which I think the 3.0 is the like race car version of it. Hey, look before I pretend that I know what I'm talking about. It is not. The 3.0 is actually not the race car version of it. But however, now that I look it up, I literally just came across this picture of like a life-size 911 Turbo 3.0 in lime green as a Lego variant. So that's just more reason to believe that we might be seeing this car come to Forza. Oh, I had it written down wrong in my notepad. So we're getting a Porsche 911 Turbo 3.0, which again is this lime green like Lego car. And then the other car that we are getting is a Porsche 911 RSR, which is like a race car, kind of like GT3 looking car. So we're getting another race car on top of that, which I think is really, really cool, if I'm completely honest with you. So I'm definitely gonna have to hop in once we get these cars and put all these like race cars up against each other. I think it's gonna be really cool. Plus we have the NASCAR race car as well. That's freaking awesome as well. Now that we know what cars we could be getting, what cars we're most likely getting, like nothing is confirmed, I will say that, but don't go in the comments saying it's clickbait, because it's literally not clickbait. If we didn't see these cars come into this expansion, literally like it just wouldn't make sense. Like we're just putting 2 and 2 together now at this point. And like I said, this is from the actual Lego website for this, like their Speed Champions set. These are all the cars that they have listed that you can actually buy in real life. And then thinking about it, right, we have 8 more possible cars. Now, something that I could see them doing is if they did some sort of festival playlist type of thing, like they do with the main bit of Horizon 4, and every series updates, like Series 10 update, which we've already done, Series 11 update, Series 12, 13, you get the idea, then they would add 2 more like Lego cars, which I think that could easily work. So we have 8 more Lego cars on top of the 7 that we would already get. If they did at least 2 every series update, which is about a month, that's basically gonna last us another 4 months of cars, new content, new cars that we'll be getting. So I think that's really cool. So like I said, if you want to check out the Lego website to check for yourself to see these actual Speed Champions cars that Lego has put together themselves, link in description, go check it out. It's actually kind of interesting. Personally, I think this is actually a really cool list of cars. So do you think that these are good lists of cars? Do you think that the list that I've thrown together is really like accurate? And I mean, you could go to Google Images yourself and find these pictures. If you literally look up like Lego Speed Champions, you can find these pictures yourself, so you know that I didn't just like throw it in Photoshop to make a video out of it. Like I can't be bothered to do that, really. So do the research yourself so you can prove to yourself that like this isn't some sort of like clickbait, some sort of scheme that like, oh, this isn't real. Like this is borderline confirmed. I mean, it's literally on the official Lego website, so it makes sense that it's borderline confirmed. So at least in my eyes. I'm definitely excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. So once this expansion comes out on the 13th, here in just a few days, I'm going to be doing open lobbies just about every single day on this expansion. I'm going to try and get as many videos out for you guys. I have tons of ideas just rolling through my head. So follow me. All links are in the description. Join the Discord so you know anytime that we will be live streaming, you'll get a notification for when I upload. Plus, I'm pretty active in the Discord and I like talking to you guys over there as well. So if you would like to talk to me about the expansion, give your ideas on what you would like to see in Forza, whatever, then just join the Discord, link in the description. Also, I won't be live streaming today just because of this video is coming out. I want to get as many people watching this video as possible, and when I live stream and upload in the same day, YouTube just does not like that. So yeah, that sucks. I might be live streaming tomorrow, but the video that I'm going to be making about my thoughts on the expansion will be out tomorrow. Keep that in mind. But anyways, guys, my name is Stonix. Don't forget, stay strong and just keep pushing forward. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Take it easy.